Begin?
Yep. Bounce on the shoulder.
Alright guys, well welcome back to the channel. It's been about 2 years since the last time y'all saw me try to self-film a hunt, but I made a commitment to myself earlier this year that I really wanted to start filming and documenting a lot of these experiences, mainly for my family, friends, and eventually my kids, but I figured why not post a lot of this to YouTube as well and let everybody kind of get to enjoy this. So my wife and I are actually heading out to West Texas this weekend to go chase down some Aoudad out in Bracketville, but she's already conned out for the night. I'm sure you can hear me whispering. We're at a hotel just because it got so late. It's currently 2 a.m. in the morning, so it's getting very, very early, I guess I should say. But anyway, like I said, I know there's been about a 2-year gap between the me that you probably just saw in the first video I posted and the me now, but I'm very excited to get this up and off the ground and start filming all of this. Regardless, we'll catch up more on all that first thing tomorrow, but it's getting late, so I'm gonna go catch some shut-eye, and I'll see y'all bright and early.
Yeah, as you can probably tell, it's already light outside, which means we slept in a little bit this morning, but that's all right. We ended up getting on the road around 6 o'clock, then ran in and got some breakfast and all that good stuff. So regardless, I don't think it'll matter all that much. These Aoudad typically move around pretty much all day. So everybody, this is Ashley. She was the one passed out back there behind me while I was filming that little clip in the hotel room last night when we got in. We are running on very, very little sleep today, so we'll see how well I can put my words together and keep myself composed through all this. But yeah, no, wish us luck, and we'll catch back up with y'all again as soon as we make it into Bracketville or probably the lease gate. So see you then. Well, we have officially made it onto the lease. We've got Miss Explorer over here. She is checking out a whitetail there. With some ancient binoculars that we've got. So anyway, once we get into camp here, I'll probably try to break out all my stuff and give you all a rundown on exactly what we're using this week, and give you an overview of the build, the rifle build, and then, you know, all the other gear that I use in combination with that to make some of these long range shots on animals. So yeah, I guess we'll catch up with y'all as soon as we get in there and get you caught up on exactly what gear we're using. All right, guys, well, here we are. We've made it into camp. This is where we hole up out here on the deer lease. It's not much, but it's an old FEMA trailer from Katrina way back when, believe it or not. But hey, it works well. It's got a good AC. It's all I could ask for out here in West Texas for sure. I did want to give y'all a quick run through of some of the gear that I'll be running this weekend. Really my dedicated deer slash elk slash Aoudad slash anything else that moves out here in these hills rifle. This is my Proof Elevation MTR. It's a 24-inch barrel, 7 PRC. It's a phenomenal rifle. It's always shot, you know, under half a minute with hand loads. I've got a Vortex Razor. That's the 4.5 to 27, so that's the Gen 2 on top of it, along with a Atlas bipod. That is the PTR, or whichever one that the legs don't rotate around on. On the end of that, I've got a Diligent Defense Enticer L TI. It's one of the quietest cans available for 30 caliber. It is a 30 cal can, not a 284, but it's extremely quiet on this gun. You know, this setup has been, I mean, just amazing for me. So out of this, I am pushing, these are 195 grain Burger EOLs, and they're moving right at around 29.25, 29.50, somewhere in that range. They're phenomenal little bullets. I have found that they perform extremely well on medium game, but once you move up to large game, I almost recommend going to like a ATIP or ELDM or ELDX or something like that, just because those can be quite explosive. The heavier burgers typically do a relatively good job of staying together. As far as on my person, I do run a pair of the 12x50 Razor UHD binos. These are phenomenal. They're very heavy, but it's some of the best image quality that you can get out of a set of binoculars. So weight's not too big of a deal for me. I'm a relatively big old boy myself, so I can do with carrying a few extra items and pounds across the terrain here, especially in Texas. It's not, you know, this is a mountain to me. It's about a 400, not even. That's probably about a 200-foot hill. So that's a Texas mountain there. Outside of that, I do run a wind meter as well. This thing ties in directly to the geoballistic software that the whole Razor or Vortex ecosystem is built on, and so you know, it's convenient for that. I run a Razor HD 4000 GB rangefinder, which is the geoballistics integrated laser rangefinder from Vortex. And then outside of that, I do also have a Razor 27 to 60 spotting scope here that helps with, you know, trying to film and get some long distance shots and all that kind of stuff. And then the tripod as well. That's just I think that's a Nuggets night vision or something like that. I'm a big thermal hunter as well, so I've got a number of different tripods, and that's the one that made the trip for this weekend, at least for the spotting scope. For the gun side, I've got one of my Fat Boys back here as well. So that's a Fat Boy, I think that one's called the Elevation as well. I don't know, it's a three-piece Fat Boy with an invert 60 head on it, and it's extremely stable. And then we're rolling around in a Can-Am Defender. This is the XMR version, so the mud ready one. It's pretty awesome, especially out here over all these rocks. These tires have been great. They haven't been coming apart or anything like that. They're not as soft as you'd think they are, being that this is a, you know, a mud model. So anyway, we're gonna go out there and start looking for some Aoudad and see if we can't find some, and then I guess I'll be updating y'all here before long. One of the things I forgot to mention earlier is that every time I get into camp, I do like to shoot just a quick 3-shot group to double check my zero, as well as verify my velocity. So I've got a little Garmin Zero chronograph that's great for this kind of field work, just because it's so small and portable and light. All right, guys, well, we just made it down here to our target. Looks like we did have one that pulled slightly to the left. I believe this was a round that I loaded during some load development that might have been 2/10 hotter, because these two were 2878 and then 2869, and this one was 2914. So it was definitely a little bit too hot. And I'm thinking that's probably why it skipped out left. So regardless, I'm pretty happy with this. I did move my scope over just one, not even one MOA, half an MOA to line up with these two. And then I think I moved it a quarter down. So we should be good to go. We're gonna go out and chase some Aoudad and see if we can't find something to go throw a bullet into. Alright guys, well, we are heading back to one of my favorite goat hunting spots back here in the south end of this property, and we're hoping to see a couple. We're testing out a new lens. This is called the anamorphic lens. It's supposed to be kind of like cinematic, so I definitely think it looks pretty good. But y'all will ultimately be the judges of that, so you'll have to let me know what you think of this down in the comments. And which ones y'all like and which ones you don't. But regardless, I guess we'll get y'all an update as soon as we go find some goats or see something of interest. What are your thoughts so far on the day?
It's pretty cool. Excited to see some wildlife.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're off. Well, we just made it up to one of my favorite glassing points here. We're up on top of this ridge where we got about 2,000 yards that I can see in front of us. That ridge line there in the back is roughly 1,800 yards away, and then there's another ridge here, one here, and one here. And so anyway, all that being said, we've got a lot of range to look at here, and we're just going to take a minute, really glass all the countryside, see if we can't come up with a little bachelor group or any kind of goats running around before we keep heading on back to Goat Valley, as I like to call it. So we'll keep y'all updated and let you know what we find. Alright guys, we just wrapped up filming some video of that mom and her baby, and now we've got quite the hill to climb in the old Can-Am, so wish us luck. I'm going to try to film some of it, but we're going to keep going and see if we can't find some goats. We're still not back to the spot where normally see the lot of them, so I'll keep y'all updated, let you know once we get there. Hey guys, we just drove up the hill here and we're heading back towards the valley where I normally see a bunch of them. I started glassing. I'm able to pick a couple out, and I don't even know if you're going to be able to make this out. I'll throw it in the YouTube video off the phone, but they're well over a mile away right now, so they have no idea we're here. There's a couple of challenges that, long story short, our only access over to that area, I think you could probably get within about 1,000 yards. Without it causing any trouble, but then they are standing directly in the wind-blown direction, so we're going to try to put a stock on them. I think we'll keep driving up and kind of get around over to an edge, and then I've got a back road that I can sneak in and then try to drop in on them and see what we can't do. Oh yeah, these are definitely it's a group of bachelors. I don't know if there's anything sizable in it or not, but we're going to see what we can't do walking over there and try to get it done today, so we'll keep you in the loop. Alright guys, we're off on a hike to go after these Aoudad that we just saw. There's 2 or 3 separate groups that are in this Goat Valley back here, what I call Goat Valley, and it looks like there's a couple good bulls, there are a couple good males mixed in with them, so we're going to start walking in and see if we can't get within range and hopefully put one of these on the ground. If not, we'll keep y'all updated. We were able to locate that group of 2 that we saw from probably about 3,000 yards out. And we've got them at 900 yards right now. We're getting a better look at them. It is most definitely a male and female duo. It doesn't look like they've got any babies. The male's relatively small, but we're really on a meat hunt this time, so we might, they're 915 yards, and we might pop a shot over there and see if we can't tuck him in for good. So give us a minute. It's a little windy. If
if y'all can't pick that up over the mic. And so kind of contemplating the shot a little bit, trying to figure out exactly what that looks like, and then we're gonna go from there. So we will keep you in the loop. And all right, guys, well, we went and gave it our best effort, but by the time that we got over the top of that other hill, unfortunately they already went on their way and we couldn't track them down. So it's time for us to go back to the drawing board and grab a protein bar or two. I think all in all that was a 4 or 5 mile hike. So anyway, we're heading back towards the ranger now. We're gonna go grab some food and some water, and then carry on and try to find another group that we can get close to and put one of them on the ground. So I will keep you all updated and let you know how it goes. All right. Well, hello again, everybody. As you can see, it is now dark. So we ended up heading back to camp a little bit after we lost that group, just because it was getting pretty late in the day. We did run into a handful more on the way back to camp, and similar situation. We had them out at 450 yards, but just didn't have enough time to try to get the spotting scope and the iPhone and everything set up and focused to try to capture some of that bullet trace and all that kind of stuff. So no big deal. We've got a little over really 2 more days here, so plenty of time to go back out and look some more and see what we can't do. So I guess the next time y'all see me, it should be bright and early in the morning. We're getting dinner ready now, and then I got to go shower in the outdoor shower before, well, the wind's already kind of picked back up, but hopefully before it picks up too much more, because it gets a little chilly. But regardless, yeah, no, y'all will see me in the morning, and then we'll go from there. All right, I'll see you then. Well, hello again, everybody. It is now the next morning. It's the morning of the, what day is it? The 19th. And it's a Saturday. We have woke up and got some breakfast in us, and it's about 9:30 now, so we're gonna go back out and start looking for the Aoudad again. I would say it's a little bit of a late start, but we ended up kind of electing to go out a little bit later just because it's unbelievably windy. Well, at least for Texas it is. And it was a little bit cold this morning for that one. But anyway, I guess we will keep y'all updated and let you know when we find the next group. We just found one. He's about 370 yards up this hill here, so I think we're going to try to make a move on him real quick. He's not the biggest, but like I said, this is a meat hunt first and a horn hunt second, so I think we're going to try to make a move on him and see what we can do. He's just up that hill there, sitting at the very top. Everything's bedded down today because of the wind, so I'm gonna hop out and get this spotting scope set up, and then get the gun all set up, and we'll be ready to go. All right, I'll see y'all soon. We just got up and fed over to a hill that's only 238 yards from us. All right, guys, so we just got up and fed to this hill that's about 238 yards from us, so we're gonna go ahead and take the shot. Here we go. You ready? Alright, guys, so we just got up and fed to this hill that's about 238 yards from us, so we're gonna go ahead and take the shot. Here we go. You ready? Yep. Get him?
Yep. Got him on the shoulder.
Did that get him?
Got him on the shoulder.
Okay.
Are you looking for him?
Yeah, I see him. I'm taking another shot.
I can't see him.
Alright. Oh yeah, I got him good.
Yeah, you did. You got him on the shoulder.
He's down.
I can't find him.
That one got him for sure. Alright guys, we just got our first Aoudad. went down in just a few steps, so he is all the way at the top of this hill. We're gonna have to figure out a way to go get him. That's gonna be a blast, but we'll start sorting that out on our end. And hopefully y'all saw the shot. I think that was a very good shot, so we're excited. I will keep you posted on our journey up there to get him. This is awesome. We are heading up to go capture this Aoudad. It's been about, I don't know, probably 15 or 20 minutes since the shot, so I think that's plenty of time after, you know, watching back the video and confirming where that hit was. So we're gonna start the journey up the hill here and see if we can't track him down. I don't think it's gonna be tough at all. I watched him go down through the scope, so we're roughly familiar with where he's at, but about halfway up the hill. We're getting there, one step at a time. Not too much further now. Alright guys, we are gonna put the camera away for a minute just so we don't drop it while we're on our way up this rock quarry. We're gonna need both hands. But once we get up there and find the spot where we just shot him, we will pick this back up and I'll show you everything. Alright guys, well, we just made it up here to the top of the hill. This is where he was standing at the time of the shot, and we've already got some blood there, a bunch of splatter. So this is where the bullet went in, and then he turned and ran this way. So let's see if we can't find him real quick. He kind of ran down the hill a little bit at one point, but more than anything, I'm just looking for spots where he was bleeding as he crashed down or whatever. I see some more. Oh, there he is. There he is. Look at him. That's a good Aoudad there, boys and girls. He is a good one. Awesome. Awesome. Oh. Yes, he's actually a giant. He is way bigger than I thought he was. Man, oh man, that's a good ram there, ladies and gents. How's he look?
Looks good. Looks big. He's just wider than you are.
I know.
He's really big.
Hey, what are you trying to say? No, that is awesome.
No, he is a big one.
There he is, boys and girls. We came up and got him propped up here. He is a majestic and just a beautiful animal. We're kind of working around a cliff here, but I mean, he is just gorgeous. I'm gonna hop up there and get some shots with him real quick, and then I guess we'll start quartering him up and breaking him down and trying to pack him back out. I don't know if you can see the Can-Am all the way down there or not, but we are quite a ways up this hill. Well guys, as you can see, we were able to get the job done. The proof elevation MTR did a hell of a job and gave a quick death to this old man. That 7 PRC is one hell of a bullet. So it's been the only caliber I've been shooting here the last, I guess, about 1.5 years. And I've taken countless animals with it, but it's always performed flawlessly for me. So anyway, I'm super excited about this one. We're going to get him all cleaned up and get his head off, and I think I'm just going to end up doing a skull mount with him. We've got a wall on the ranch that I think is going to look real good for him. So
Anyway, if you would, like, subscribe, and drop a comment on what you'd like to see us go hunt next. And we'll get to work right away on it. So thanks again for coming to watch. It's been a blast, and we'll talk to y'all soon.
He stinks.
He is big.
No, he stinks.
Oh yeah, goats don't ever smell good.